What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I'm joined by Canadian Yorker. How's it going tonight?
It's going pretty well tonight. How about you?
Good, good. And this SmackDown was absolute amazing. We are here to talk about the WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Took place on March 1st, 2024, and it took place in Glendale, Arizona. And wow, it is the first SmackDown before, right after Elimination Chamber. So we have to see what has been going on, but it was a great show. So let's get to it. So starting off the show, we got the Bloodline. The Bloodline finally returning. Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. And Roman Reigns, he got pissed off that Arizona didn't acknowledge him, so it was like tried to be louder. And what you know, The Rock has come around. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock has came and joined the Bloodline. And I love Dwayne Johnson. I love The Rock as a heel. The Rock as a heel is hilarious. He said that the number one place that there's gonna be drugs and shit is Arizona, and what you know, the crowd cheers. And he basically calls out Cody Rhodes and basically challenges him to a counter challenge, saying that I want to face you and your boy Seth Rollins in a tag team match with Roman. And basically, Roman Reigns interrupts him and says that, I will more than happy to be your tag team partner, but I want something for you. I want you to acknowledge me. And what you know, The Rock hesitates a little bit and says that I acknowledge you, Tribal Chief. I don't want to talk about this segment too much because if you guys don't know, they said that this segment was literally 40 minutes. So they had to cut off the entrances of the next of the first. It was that long. They had to cut the entrances of the superstars who were competing in the first match of that SmackDown. It was 40-minute segment, I believe. So it was insane. But basically, The Rock challenged Cody to a tag team match. Roman and him himself versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, saying that if Cody wins, the Bloodline is banned from ringside. But they said that if Cody and Seth loses, the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match, is going to be under Bloodline rules, which doesn't sound good because the Bloodline might gets interfered. And it looked like Roman and The Rock are on the same page. Roman even did The Rock says like what the Bloodline is cooking. That's what Roman said. But I just feel like The Rock is going to turn on Roman because it looked like Roman's disgusted of The Rock. And then The Rock hesitated when The Rock said, "Oh, acknowledge me." And then when they did the one sign, instead of doing this, we see The Rock doing the loser sign. And then Paul Heyman was like staring at him, like, "What the hell?" I'm telling you, The Rock is gonna turn on Roman. That's my prediction. But what is your thoughts on this segment? Like I said, I don't want to talk about it too much because it was a 40-minute goddamn segment. So, what are your thoughts on The Rock challenging uh, Cody to a tag team match in night one of WrestleMania? And I know our friend Joey said it was stupid. So,
Well, I mean, I can understand that The Rock is a talker. The Rock talked a lot, and the man talked for 40 minutes long. Is that was? Am I hearing that right? The Rock
I just
talked for
heard,
40 minutes.
I just heard it was like a 40-minute segment. I might be wrong. It might have been like 30 minutes or something like that.
Jeez, man. I mean, come on, man. You don't have to say
You gotta admit though, I
Roman
love
is
all of the
playing.
years I watched The Rock. He's just the best heel. Like same with people saying that Seth Rollins is the best heel as a heel. The Rock is just great as a heel. He's like, shut your damn mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I think The Rock is sort of trying to play Roman. He's trying to play Roman, but Roman is testing The Rock to see if The Rock is actually on his side. When I think, and you think, we think that The Rock is actually playing Roman. He's playing him. Um, so it seems like The Rock is not all on page with with being with the bloodline, and he's just playing. He's he's playing a double agent. I think he's being a double agent. He's just trying to act like he's a heel when he's really not the heel. He really wants to be the tribal chief. He wants to be the guy that's the tribal chief. And I think in the back of Roman's mind, Roman is all of a sudden his cousin wants to be the guy. He wants to be the man, right? But he hasn't set foot in the WWE ring in the past 10 to 15 years. Think about it. I mean, The Rock is The Rock, right? He's a great heel, and it seems like he's taking over. He wants to take over the bloodline. We're beginning to see the beginning of a power struggle within the bloodline between The Rock and Roman here. And I was looking at some articles about Jey Uso saying, Rikishi, who's the Rock's cousin, wants to get involved in the bloodline matters. Jey Uso has something to say about what's going on, even though he's no longer affiliated with the bloodline. He wants, he's trying to win Jimmy back, I guess. Or we are going to see a Jimmy versus Jey Uso situation at WrestleMania. It's all these politics happening and forming right now within the bloodline, and Paul Heyman is recognizing these things. So I do think that The Rock is going to turn against Roman. So.
All right, and letting you guys know, I'm just saying it plainly. This tag team, it's going to happen because Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, and Roman are all advertised for the next 3 Smackdowns. So it's going to happen, guys. Why would they advertise Seth Rollins and Cody, The Rock, and Roman for the next 3 Smackdowns? They're going to have confrontation, and they're going to accept the challenge. That's the only legit reason. So if he's just going to decline it, why is Seth advertised for the next 3 Smackdowns? So that's just, I can't wait to see the showdown. But moving on to the next match, like I said, the entrances got cut because it was that long. The Rock giving a promo for 30 goddamn minutes. We got Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. I guess a lot of the Elimination Chamber participants are pissed off. Obviously, Naomi is pissed off at Tiffany for eliminating her. So I guess this is why the match came about. And this was a great match. It's great to see Naomi back in the ring, obviously. And Tiffany Stratton's on another level. I think she's still undefeated. Well, not counting the Elimination Chamber match. But Tiffany Stratton's on another level. I love it, and I said before, she deserves to be on the main roster. And she's executing right here on SmackDown. It went back and forth, and then eventually it was out of the gate for Naomi. Tiffany Stratton with the advantage, hitting the prettiest moonsault ever, getting the win. Tiffany Stratton defeats Naomi, and I just don't understand this. It's great. Look, it's great to see Naomi back in WWE, but the whole reason why she left is because she got buried. It's like she wasn't winning matches and stuff like that, and now Naomi's been losing matches except the qualifying match, but people have been complaining online, oh, Naomi is getting, buried again. What was the point of coming back to WWE if she's just going to lose matches? I mean, I agree, but I mean, like, her first match back, yeah, she lost the Royal Rumble, but she won the qualifying. At least she got to compete in the Elimination Chamber, but, I mean, she got eliminated first, which is kind of buried. But in my own opinion, I don't really like how WWE's been treating Naomi so far. Like, this is the reason why Naomi left, is because she wasn't getting the treatment that she wanted from WWE. So, and that's why Sasha Banks also walked out on WWE, because they were losing a lot. I mean, they were tag team champions, but they were just weren't getting treated really well. So, what are your thoughts on Tiffany Stratton defeating Naomi? And do you have any thoughts about the whole situation that I told you was talking about with Naomi?
I honestly, I haven't. I must admit, I haven't really followed Tiffany, Naomi, and her tag team partner situation so much. But I will say that Naomi losing in the Elimination Chamber, that was a tough sight to see, and I mean, she was doing really well. But we know that it's Becky versus Rhea. Becky was the one that was tipped. The hat was tipped towards her to win the match. And right now, it's not Naomi's time. So Naomi, the best thing Naomi can do is just do her thing, just win her matches, do what she has to do, put her nose down, do her job, do the best she can do to make sure she can put herself in the best situation to win, and he will be successful in his singles matches. Because right now we're close to WrestleMania. There's a lot of things going on, moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts right now. And the best thing Naomi can do is just get some wins under her belt. That's the best thing she can do. Despite with how the WWE is treating her, she is free to go to other companies. She can go to AEW. She can go to TNA. She can go out there and expand her horizon, try to get some more experience, do different things under her belt, and then eventually she can come back to WWE. She doesn't have to stay at WWE. There's a lot of options out there for her. Um, and I would just say the best thing she can do is just keep on working hard and improving herself in the ring. And that's the best thing she can do right now.
Alright, so moving on, we got Bayley and Dakota Kai taking on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. It's a tag team match, and yeah, surprisingly it went pretty well. But come on, guys, we all knew this was gonna come. We all knew it was gonna happen, knowing Dakota Kai's history of betraying people. And I did a video earlier today. If you guys haven't checked it out, be sure to do so. Shared my thoughts on who should ally with Bayley. But going on to this match before I talk about it, Bayley was going to go for the tag, but Dakota Kai backs out and it's like, yep, there it is, the betrayal. Dakota Kai was playing Bayley the whole time. It's clear as day. Dakota Kai is going back to her NXT days. She first betrayed Tegan Nox, and then Raquel Rodriguez, and then now Bayley. You can't trust Dakota Kai. It's just that Bayley is on the floor, crying. It looked like she was about to cry. And then she starts attacking Asuka and Kairi Sane, and then goes attacking on Dakota Kai. The number gains 4-on-1, and then they just humiliate Bayley along with IYO Sky, and that's the end of the match. It basically goes to no contest, and I knew this was coming. I didn't think it was gonna. The betrayal was gonna come this early. A lot of people do say that the betrayal should have happened at WrestleMania, and it was way too early. But it goes to no contest. But I did a video today sharing my thoughts who could ally with Bayley. If you guys haven't checked out that video, if you haven't done so, but yeah, there's some people that I think that could ally with Bayley. So what are your thoughts on this? And yeah, I'm pretty sure you expected it too out of Dakota Kai. And how do you feel about what Bayley should do now?
It's a tough situation for Bayley because Dakota Kai, we all thought Dakota Kai was going to be there with Bayley, fighting with Bayley, helping Bayley out. But Dakota Kai has been an X Factor, has been the X Factor all this time. He's been the X Factor. And now we know where she stands. She's with Damage Control. She's with IYO and Asuka and Kairi Sane and IYO and Asuka. I mean, what else can you expect? 3 to 4 years now, Bayley has been a heel, and she's been going after people, doing what she needs to do to maintain her group as one of the top heel factions in the women's division. So I mean, the Damage Control has been dangerous and deadly. There's obviously not a lot of candidates out there that would be willing to help Bayley out. But, some people may have a change of heart. I know you were mentioning earlier that Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, those women would be interested in helping Bayley out. Becky Lynch, I don't really see Becky Lynch being putting herself out there to go after damage control, because right now she is focusing herself on beating Rhea Ripley, and that's not happening, especially with her and Nia Jax in that situation. That's a messy situation, so Becky can't really do much to help her out right there. Bayley can't get help from Bianca because Bianca is focused on the Elimination Chamber right now.
You mean WrestleMania?
Yeah, she's probably talking about that. The best option that I could say is possibly Naomi. She could get help from Naomi. She could definitely get help from the Chance and Carter, who lost to the Kabuki Warriors. So if they pair them up, you got three people right there. Naomi, Chance and Carter, Indy and Hartwell. Indy Hartwell.
I don't think Chance. I don't think Charter or Chance are gonna help because they're just so focused on the tag team titles. I guess I think they're gonna ask for a rematch, but I don't know. But this is the thing though. I said this before. If you guys haven't seen the video I did, be sure to do so. But if you guys are watching this, I'm gonna say my reasonings because I know this guy's crazy for saying that Bianca. I'm just gonna mention Bianca. I'm not gonna mention anyone else, but I have a gut feeling that Bianca's gonna help Bayley, and then people have been telling me you're crazy. They're rivals, and I just want to share my reasons, why my gut feeling saying that might be Bianca, or most likely would be Bianca. And I'll say it again. If you go back to the rivalry that they have, yes, they had rivalry, and if you look back at the rivalry that Bianca had with Becky. Becky and Bianca went at it together a lot, kind of like how Bianca and Bayley had feuds. Bianca and Becky were the same. They had feuds. They fought against each other a lot. But what do you know? They both Becky and Bianca showed respect to each other after fighting a lot. At SummerSlam. That's when Becky Lynch turned face, and now we got Bayley turning face. And I just feel that's gonna happen. With Bianca helping Bayley, I think they're gonna make amends, kind of like how Bianca did with Becky. Just letting you guys know, they made amends. Becky and Bianca made amends, and I even shared my thoughts on the whole. It's kind of like a Cody and Seth Rollins feud. They feuded a lot in the past, but what do you know? Look, they hate each other. Bayley and Bianca might hate each other, but what do you know? Look at Cody and Seth, where they are now. They made amends, and they're somewhat teammates now, so that could happen to Bayley and Bianca. So that's my reasoning. I just feel like that could happen, but we have to see what happens. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good reason?
I think it's possible. It's possible.
Like I said, because Bianca and Becky won some feud. Because like I said, Becky and Bianca once feud a lot once upon a time, but what do you know? They made amends after, and they respect each other, and now look at them. They've been teaming up ever since, so it could happen to Bianca and Bayley.
We'll have to see how it goes, what happens this Friday on Smackdown. So right now, it's up in the air. That's all I can say.
But either way, she needs 3 people to even odds. It's gonna be tough. Like I said, she made so many enemies in the back locker room.
Yep.
Alright, moving on. We got Bron Breakker in one of these one-on-one matches again. They're just giving Bron Breakkers even opponents. I just feel like it's just showing how strong Bron Breakker. I already know how strong Bron Breakker is. They probably just do it just because they're people that probably don't watch NXT. No disrespect, people that don't watch NXT. Well, kind of like me, I don't really watch NXT, but I watch some of it. I just feel like those who don't know who Bron Breakker is, they're just showing the strengths of Bron Breakker. It's who the hell is this guy? I never heard of him before. We're just gonna give him easy opponents and see how strong he is. But Bron Breakker beats this guy. his name's Quinn, Xyon Quinn, whoever. I never heard of him before. Just giving Braun Breaker the easiest opponent, and once again, Braun Breaker defeats this guy with a spear. What are your thoughts on this Braun Breaker character? I mean, I know you probably don't know who Braun Breaker is because you don't watch NXT, so.
I do know who Braun Breaker is. I just don't watch NXT that much, but I do know that
he has like one of the like he has. I love his spear. Braun Breaker's spear is deadly. I do not want to get hit by a Braun Breaker spear.
Well, I mean, the spear is such an effective finisher. I mean, Braun Breaker's not the first one to use the spear.
But I mean, like, Edge. All right, but Edge still has one of the best spears in the industry. Don't get me wrong.
You can't forget Goldberg's spear too. Goldberg has a deadly spear. Roman has a spear.
Jey Uso has a spear now.
Yeah, Jey Uso has a spear.
Bianca spears too sometimes.
Yes, Bianca. I mean, there's so many people that use spears nowadays that it's not really a unique weapon. Everybody uses it. It is what it is. I mean, the spear, it could like tear a guy in half. I mean, especially when you have a jacked guy like Braun Breaker. It's just effective, so effective. It'll put you out. So.
All right, moving on to the next match, we got Carlito versus Santos Escobar in a street fight. This was a great match. It went back and forth. Obviously, before the match started, Santos Escobar's boys attacked LWO, and it went back and forth. Obviously, Santos Escobar guys got involved. Angel Garza and Alberto Carrillo came out, and then LW eventually came out and evened the odds. It looked like Santos Escobar was gonna get this win. But what do you know? He finally returns. I kind of had a feeling that he was gonna return. Rey Mysterio returns from injury with crutches. I said this online, but it's crazy. I actually saw that this Rey Mysterio guy was coming out. I didn't think it was Rey Mysterio. I thought it was a trap. Call me crazy, but I actually thought that it was a fake Rey Mysterio on crutches, where the other Santos Escobar gets attracted, where the real Rey Mysterio comes up behind them. But people was like, oh, it's so hard to find a guy to replace Rey Mysterio. I actually thought it was a fake guy just for get a trick. But Rey Mysterio returns, pretends to be her, and then attacks Angel and Herberto with the crutch. And he goes into Santos. Santos all pissed off. Rey Mysterio asks him to hit him. He ducks. Carlito spits apple at him. And then basically, Rey Mysterio, welcome back, hits the 619. And then Carlito gets the spine buster on Santos through the table. Carlito gets the win. And that's it. Carlito defeats Santos Escobar with the Rey Mysterio return. And with Selena Vega, LWO's Carlito, the party starts. What are your thoughts on this? And I'm telling you, this is a build-up. I've been saying it for months. It's a build-up for Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar one-on-one at WrestleMania. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. What are your thoughts?
It's a beautiful start to the build-up. Well, actually, this has been building up since before WrestleMania. I mean, with Rey Mysterio taking Santos' place and to face Logan Paul and beating Logan Paul. I mean, what better way can you say? I mean, I thought Santos was going to be there. Santos did a great job helping Rey Mysterio against the Judgment Day, and he was wonderful. But it all changed once Rey Mysterio won the U.S. Championship, and then this just ignited the feud, the jealousy, the envy that he has towards Carlito and Rey. He has a reason to be jealous and angry, and he's taking all that out on Rey Mysterio and put him out of action. Now Rey Mysterio is getting back in the saddle. He's taking the bull by the horns. He's gonna handle this like a man. He's gonna turn this thing around. This is the great way, and this all will end at WrestleMania. this is going to be a great ending at
Imagine this. What
WrestleMania.
if so I'm still my gut feeling is going to be Santos and Rey Mysterio 1-on-1, but what if you had Santos Escobar and his two boys and Lopez versus Rey Mysterio, LWO and Selena Vega in a mixed tag team match. Imagine if we had that.
I mean, that would work
But
too.
that would leave Carlito. But the only
Would,
issue that would leave Carlito out of the equation because they're that's like the number games, you know. But I just still think it's going to be Santos Escobar and Rey at WrestleMania.
I believe it would make more sense for it to be Santos versus Ray.
I still think they
So
should
I
do
like
like
that
I
better.
still think they should do like separate matches. They should have Vega versus Lopez. They should have LWO versus Santos Escobar's boys, just separate matches. But if you put them together, that'd be awesome. Like a street fight, like an all mixed up street fight to end this feud.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It could be a street fight. It could be whatever they want it to be. But
But
as long
Rey
as it's
Mysterio, Rey
Santos
Mysterio,
versus
Rey Mysterio. I'm glad you're back, but you got to watch your back because Santos Escobar will do as much as he wants. He's gonna take as much as time he wants to finally end your career. Santos Escobar is just gonna go after Ray's leg again. So let Ray, it's great for your back, but watch your back.
yeah, Ray, watch your back. Just make sure you got your protection of the group around you, and make sure you're doing all right. So
All right, moving on to the main event. I don't know why this was even the main event. This is probably the worst main event match. I didn't like this main event. Austin Theory versus Randy Orton, with Kevin Owens on commentary. I mean, I guess it's Randy Orton. He deserves to be in the main event. But Kevin Owens is on commentary. His obsession hate with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory is hilarious. And basically, how this match came about is because Austin Theory and Grayson Waller was making fun of how Randy Orton got knocked out by Logan Paul, and then Randy Orton saw them watching that video. And so, yeah, this match was great. Austin Theory obviously running interference, and then Grayson Waller running interference. Excuse me. And then it went back and forth. It was great match. And then at the end, it was Austin Theory pops up, and he sold that RKO really well, and then that's basically it. Randy Orton defeats Austin Theory with a huge RKO, and then Grayson Waller attacks Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and hits the stunner on Theory. Theory also sold that stunner really well, and then Grayson Waller gets that RKO. And basically, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens standing tall. What does this mean for Randy Orton and Kevin Owens? It's kind of funny that they're standing tall and they fist pump each other. I'm like, is Randy Orton gonna RKO Kevin Owens because that's what he does? But apparently not. But what I find funny is that Randy Orton and Kevin Owens worked as a team, but yet they fist pumped. They fist pumped, but yet it was Randy Orton who eliminated Kevin Owens in the Elimination Chamber. Like, don't you hate Randy Orton, Kevin, because he eliminated you in the Elimination Chamber match, and now your guys are buddies? Like, what am I watching right now? Like, I guess they just are two faces that respect each other, and it's like, oh, you eliminated me, you're great. But that's just weird seeing that they teamed up and then respected each other after Kevin Owens got eliminated by Randy Orton. So what are your thoughts on the main event? Randy Orton defeating Austin
oh,
Theory.
I think the main event should be Logan Paul versus Randy Orton because Logan Paul is the one that knocked out Randy Orton, and Austin Theory laughing about what happened with Randy Orton. It just doesn't make sense for that to happen. It makes more sense for us if it's Logan Paul versus Randy instead of Randy versus Theory. I mean, I get that. I get that. Waller, Theory, and
Yeah.
Logan are all buddies, right? But
Yeah, letting you know, Logan Paul will be returning next week on SmackDown, so that's probably when Randy Orton's going to confront Logan Paul.
well, he's just gonna give him another RKO
Yeah,
for good
maybe.
measure.
Yeah, and then
So,
probably challenge. There's rumors that it's going to be a United States ladder match at WrestleMania. How often if we can go see that?
it's not very often. So
Yeah.
I think it should be definitely be you know uh,
And yeah, and I just want to mention one thing. People might not even see it, but Austin Theory has never been a face before, and I think he's this close. I'm telling you, he's this close of turning face. And let me tell you why. People might say, "Oh, I don't want to see him turn face." But let me tell you why. Because Austin Theory, many times many times Grayson Waller will pick Austin Theory's matches for him, and Austin Theory is always annoyed of Grayson Waller picking his matches. Same with this Randy Orton, Austin Theory. Randy Orton said, "One of you two guys I will face." What do you know? Grayson Waller deliberately said that Austin Theory said he wants to fight Randy Orton, and Austin Theory was pissed. And another example is why I think Austin Theory is going to turn face is because Grayson Waller effect at the Elimination Chamber. Austin Theory got attacked by Cody Rhodes and not Grayson Waller, sorry, and Seth Rollins, but Grayson Waller didn't do anything. He just stood back and watched Austin Theory, his friend, get his ass whooped by Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Yet he just stayed back and didn't do anything. But at the interview, he said that, "Oh, I did everything I could for my boy Austin Theory," and Austin Theory is like, "You just let me standing there." So Austin Theory didn't like how Grayson Waller was like, "Oh, he disrespected me, and then he beat my boy Austin Theory." Grayson Waller said, "And I did everything for him." No, you didn't. Austin Theory even said it. And then what do you know? That's also in this SmackDown, Grayson Waller deliberately volunteered Austin Theory against Randy Orton. So that's why I think Austin Theory is going to turn face. He's going to turn face. He's going to turn on Grayson Waller. That's what I think. Yeah, so it's a lot to go on. I don't know if you have any thoughts about, maybe you agree with me or when.
Yeah, you know, over the past few months, you have been mentioning that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller have had a really good chemistry as a tag team. But lately, you know, with the change, with everything leading up to WrestleMania. Since you did now that you mentioned it,
call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I've been spectating this a lot, and I think this is going to happen. I think Grayson Waller is going to snap on Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory is going to confront Grayson Waller, and then they're going to get into an argument. Grayson Waller is going to turn on Austin Theory, turning Austin Theory. Austin Theory is going to fight back, turning Austin Theory into a face. They're going to set up that matchup between Austin Theory and Grayson Waller at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense because these guys have been through a lot of stuff together.
The thing is like, Grayson Waller said that, I did everything for my boy, but yet he was standing back watching Austin Theory get his ass kicked by Seth and Cody, yet he was standing and doing nothing, yet he claims that he did shit for him. Like, no, you didn't. And Austin Theory even had that face, like...
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
he's got... I'm telling you, Austin Theory is going to turn face. Like him or not, just like Joey was like... I know Joey hates Austin Theory, but like it or not, Austin Theory is going to turn face. I give you my word.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how Austin Theory is as a face because people don't like him as a heel. He's been really good at doing what he does as a heel, but since he's a face now, it's going to be different. And this storyline building up, this story building up with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I honestly think that Grayson Waller doesn't think of Austin Theory as a friend. Just like how Austin Theory thinks of Grayson Waller as his friend.
Or this could happen. This could be like, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory turns on each other, but yet Grayson Waller finds a replacement in Logan Paul.
I think Logan Paul and Grayson Waller are more made for each other than Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are. Because Grayson Waller is all about the Grayson Waller effect. Like he's an Instagram guy, and Logan Paul is a YouTube guy.
Another thing, hate Grayson Waller all you want, but I love the Grayson Waller effect. It's hilarious. Like really.
Yeah, it's just like how it's the Miz show. Like I don't know, man. I mean, it just seems more
It's like
Grayson Waller is using Austin
it's
Theory.
like welcome to the Kevin Owens show, welcome to Miz TV, welcome to the Grayson Waller effect. It's like
Yeah,
I feel like a woman's wrestler should have her own show. Like maybe like I don't know who would have like a show kind of like the Grayson Waller on the woman's side.
well, that makes sense. That would make it more interesting. That would
Yeah.
make WWE more interesting with
Maybe
the women's wrestling show.
what if Nia Jax had something like the Grayson Waller effect? Nia
Oh
Jax had her
God,
own.
no, no,
But anyways,
no,
that would do
show.
it. That would do it for this Friday Night SmackDown. It was a great show in terms of grading. We all know what the greatest promo on this Friday Night SmackDown was. It was The Rock. I give this show a minus. I love this show. How about you?
I am gonna give it an A because it was a great show. However, I mean, The Rock talking for 30 minutes straight. I know he has a lot to get
I'm
up
not
on
really
his.
sure
He
like
has a lot to get out.
I'm not really sure how long it was. I don't even know. It might not have been 30 or 40 minutes. I'm not even sure.
Well,
Let's just say he talked a lot.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing: The Rock has a lot to say. Like he's the boss. Like he's the big guy, right? Like he's the wise man. Well, he's not the one running the show. You know, he's just there because he's the mouthpiece for the bloodline, right? He's saying and doing stuff. Um, honestly, just the Rock, the Roman. I think the one thing that Roman learned is that Roman shows that he can say a lot. He can say a lot by speaking a little bit. He doesn't have to say a lot. He's really shown that he can. He by the way he looks at people, by the way he talks, he really knows how to master and work the crowd. When the Rock talk. Roman just stands there and just he doesn't really say much, and that actually speaks volumes right there. That shows the difference between Roman Reigns and The Rock. They're completely polar opposites of people. And going on, all the other matches were great. It would be great to see Naomi get some wins under her belt. It would be great to see the continuation of LWO and Santos, and it would also be great to see what's going to happen between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And one more thing, I think you mentioned, Jeff. Some people were saying online. I know that we were talking. I think I sent you a video about someone mentioned on a YouTube channel. I can't remember exactly what the channel was, but basically, the person mentioned about how WWE is being influenced by us, the fans, because they listen to us, the fans.
We can talk about that later. We can talk about that later.
Yeah. But I just want to mention that,
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just giving a preview of that. But anyway, I'm just saying that, I just want to we have to let WWE do its thing, and they can listen to us, but we have to let them do their job at the same time. So that's something I said.
Alright, so that would do it for the Friday Night SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. Once again, I'm Bruin Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. If you haven't done so, be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. If you haven't checked out my friend Canadian Yorker's YouTube channel, his link will be in the description of this video. And yeah, that would do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday night, evening. So we are out. Any last second you would like to add?
No more words.
Alright, so yes, my name is Bruin Steele and this is Canadian Yorker. Take it easy, guys. And we'll see you guys in the next broadcast.